with the present electoral code in Cameroon, there is no way we can have free, fair, and transparent election in Cameroon. This is a statement that everybody in Cameroon is aware of it. Samuel Kleda, that is the Archbishop of the Douala Diocese, came out and made this particular statement also. All the 368 opposition parties in Cameroon are aware of it. And this corrupt electoral code in Cameroon has been set in place by who? By the CPDM in their own favor. And in Cameroon, the government, the president of Cameroon, President Paul Biya, who is also the chairperson of the ruling CPDM party, is the one appointing members of Election Cameroon, ELECAM. He is the one appointing the members of the Constitutional Council, and they are all loyal to him because he is the one determining their salary. They are all loyal to him because he is having power to dismiss them, promote them, appoint new ones. He is having power to increase their allowances. And he has been doing it. And that is what they are supporting him. And the opposition parties, the 368 opposition parties are there. The only thing they are doing is talking, without taking any concrete decision concerning the corrupt electoral code in Cameroon. If for all these years, since 1990s, where multi-partyism returned to Cameroon, if for all these years, opposition parties, we were having one genuine opposition party in Cameroon, the electoral code could have been changed already. But because they are busy moving from one place to another and their own is only we condemn, we don't want this, we are president-elect, we will not run for municipal election, we will not run for parliamentary election, we will not run for a senatorial election until they change the electoral code. But when it comes to presidential election, you people will run for that presidential election with the same corrupt electoral code. I asked all the 368 opposition parties in Cameroon one particular question. You people are all saying that they should change the electoral code. Where is the proposed electoral code that you have drafted, that you have written? Not just one is having. No one. If this is your first time joining TFA Talking Point, please subscribe to our channel. Akeremona came out recently with a wonderful vision for the people of Cameroon come 2025 if elected president of Cameroon. But how can he become the president of Cameroon in which we cannot have free, fair, and transparent election in Cameroon? How? And he is not doing anything to see how he can become the president. All they are doing is condemning. The electoral code is not correct, but they are not doing anything. If you ask them, call Maurice Kanto, call Osi Joshua, call Akeremona, call Kabera Libi, call all of them and put down and ask them to sit. Ask them, where is the new electoral code that you want? They will just be picking but one point from there and say, we have to change this one. We have to do this one like this. Within the electoral code, it is written there that before the president will appoint the chairperson or the president of Election Cameroon or the Constitutional Council, he has to consult other opposition parties represented in the National Assembly. But most time, all the time, whenever these people are appointed, the first people to condemn and argue or talk against are members of opposition parties represented in the National Assembly. Many they are not even aware of it, but the only thing they will do is standing before a TV and before camera and say, we don't want it. They did it. It is a CPT, a militant, and it aims there. And this is a problem. So what is the solution to all this? Because TFA Talking Point is all about proposing lasting solution to societal problem. This is a problem in Cameroon. Because with this, the CPTM that all Cameroonians are against, it remains in power against the will of Cameroonians, at the detriment of Cameroonians. How can we solve this problem? The only solution is for all the 368 opposition parties in Cameroon to stand up If they cannot stand up and say, we are not going to run for the upcoming presidential election until we revise the electoral code, there is nothing the CPTM will do, because the electoral code is in their favor and they can never change it because they are benefiting from it. They put it in place because they are benefiting from it. You that you are not benefiting from it, if you do not say no to it, it means that it is okay to you. Maurice Kanto said no to it only when it concerns municipal election, only when it concerns parliamentary election, only when it concerns a senatorial election, because he does not want his militant to have any position in Cameroon, but he himself wants to have position in Cameroon as president. And this is what TFA talking point who onto that there is a hypocrisy among most opposition party, many opposition parties in Cameroon. Many of them, they are hypocrites. They are just there for their own self. And President Paul Biya and the CPTM understood this, that majority of the opposition parties in Cameroon are the leaders, are power mongers. The leaders are selfish. The leaders have no vision. The leaders have no strategy to take over power. And they are taking advantage of all this to remain in power at the detriment of the common people. So what a TFA talking point is saying is that if you know that you are not a leader and you are not for the people of Cameroon, withdraw your candidacy from the upcoming presidential election. Give way to people who can lead. I keep on saying that not everybody can lead. Don't just say you are a politician, believing that not all politicians are leaders. If you are just a politician, then you are a corrupt figure. We need leaders in Cameroon, not opposition or not political politicians. We need leaders, not politicians. So we have to change our mentality and stand up, put fear away, put and table before the CPTM that this is an electoral code that we are proposing. But none of them is having one copy of their own proposed electoral code. But they want a change. We are not serious. When we will be serious, then we will change Cameroon.